Greetings, my name is Christian Rivera, and today I'm going to be talking about animal exploitation in the film Babe and the character traits that the farmer, Arthur Hoggett presents while taking into consideration different forms of animal exploitation. My thesis statement will be the following. Arthur Hoggett, excuse me, the farmer takes part of different forms of animal exploitation throughout the course of the film and is being presented to the viewer as a cruel, careless, selfish, and insensitive person. Now I will be explaining why these character traits are pertinent to describe the farmer, which is one of the main characters in the film, in the context of animal exploitation. So first we have Arthur Hoggett is being presented through the perspective of the farm animals as cruel for having killed Rosanna the duck. So in the film we have that the farmer killed Rosanna the duck, and then the farm animals gather around the window of the house to present the feasting of the duck. In this situation, they present different reactions and perspectives. All of them agree that the farmer is cruel, and some of them accept it as the fate of life, while others simply just want to leave the farm to not have to deal with the cruelty of the farmer. So here we have the scene. Pretty sure that you guys can't really listen to the scene, but in this scene you can hear like a chopping, the sound of chopping. So he chopped the duck, and further on we have that they're eating the duck and they're presencing this, and the cow will say something that I would like to mention. Only way to find happiness is accepting the way things are is the way things are. And then basically he says that he's gone, that he's gonna leave, doesn't wanna accept this. So the way I view this film is that this film is in charge of presenting to the viewers the different types, different forms of animal exploitation. And in real life, it's not only one duck that gets killed. It is 27.5 million ducks that get killed per year in the United States, and 1 million chickens, 14,000 pigs, and 4,000 cows that get killed every hour in the United States. So there's actually a federal law of the Humane Methods of Slaughter Act, which is in charge of protecting the animals and avoiding massive, excessive slaughter. But it only applies to 800 federally inspected slaughter plants. It does not apply to farms, and it does not protect the lives of chickens, turkeys, and ducks. So now we have that the farmer is perceived as careless towards the conditions of the sheep. So in the film, the farmer orders the dogs and the pig to drive the sheep inside of the fences for him to, in order for him to shear them, right? For him to shear the sheep. And then further on in the scene, Fly, the female dog, tells Babe to bite the sheep to present himself like as brave, brave and tough, in order so that the sheep listen to him and behave. He ends up following the directions of the dog. So here we see the scene of the film. some technical difficulties. So we see that the dogs and the pig are following the same modus operandi as the farmer. They're projecting that abuse that the farmer projects while administrating the farm. Um, so here we see that he ordered the pig and dog to the sheep, and then in this scene, he tells the dog to bite the the sheep. So here he ends up biting the sheep. So the reason to why the farmer doesn't care, is careless towards the conditions of the sheep, is that this is actually a common method that is used by farmers to control the sheep and to make them go to places they don't want to go, like for example bridges and food baths. So they actually train dogs to grip. This is the way they called it, right? Gripping, to grip the sheep. So now we have, subsequently, Arthur is presented as selfish by separating the puppies from their parents and selling them for personal monetary gain. So in the film we have that the farmer sells the puppies to kids and adults, and one can notice how the parents of the puppies, which are Fly and Rex, feel very sorrowful after witnessing this situation, right? The scene. And the farmer does not pay attention to this. He only is looking forward to the money. Okay. So in real life, we have puppy mills, which are farms that are in charge of locking up many dogs and breeding them until they can breed no more. These dogs don't receive any veterinary care or very little veterinary care. They're in very bad conditions, and after they can breed no more, they're sold to the highest bidder or they're killed. And finally, Arthur is perceived as insensitive by participating in the sheepdog competition while ignoring the fact that animals are getting harmed. So, in the film, a dog appears attacking a sheep at the sheepdog competition. Esme Cordelia, which is Arthur's wife, is watching the competition via television with her friends, and she notices this. Here's the scene. So, in real life, we have other forms of exploiting animals for the entertainment of people. We have bullfights. In bullfights, there's different people's different um type of people that participate. And we have the picador, which are the ones in charge of weakening the muscles of the bulls by thrusting and twisting spear-like weapons into the neck of the bull. Then we have the banderillero, which plunges the harpoon in the back of the bull to incapacitate it, and then runs around it to make it dizzy and disorientated. And finally, we have the matador, which means the killer in Spanish, which attempts to kill the bull by puncturing an artery near the heart. So it is all for the entertainment of people. It's very cruel. And in conclusion, we have that Arthur Hoggett participates in different types of animal exploitation, which are animals as food resources, workers, sell products, and entertainment. This movie is important because it provides viewers with conscious of how animals are being exploited. By taking conscious, we can avoid the cruelty, the carelessness, the selfishness, and the insensitivity that people can have towards animals. And also we can minimize the abuse that people, like Arthur in this case, take into consideration against animals. And that will be it. Here are the references. Thank you so much for your attention.